en ayant en cherchant sur internet, j'ai réussi à trouver en fait le let's play d'un joueur et normalement c'est ça la solution. Donc, si t'es à droite, c'était ça.
He has betrayed us! Jakal opened the gates and now they're killing everyone!
C'est bon, ça a marché.
That is it. That is the number. Quickly, Anshan. Use the word to protect.
Et ben c'était violent tout ça. Nous sommes où là?
By the name of the sun. Is that...
A high one. We have made it. How are you feeling, Prophet? Luring the echo like that, it must have strained you.
Ouais, mais je ferai face à cet endroit, il est si particulier.
It does, indeed. We are in the consciousness of a past civilization. Do you see that up there? Yaela was right after all. This is our Numinos, the essence of a High One.
I wish you could see this.
Unbelievable. I have done it. In spite of everything.
Maintenant, comment pouvons-nous capturer sa naissance dans le conteneur?
We will see about that. Maybe that question will answer itself. Sharon, do it. Carry the container to the essence.
As you command, Aranthio.
What is it? What are you waiting for?
Tell me, Aranthio. Back in the ruins, when the High One showed you that memory, it was the first time I saw you express real agitation. Not anger, but agitation. What you did to your son, do you regret it, I wonder? That you abandoned him in exchange for prestige and power?
What?
I don't think you do. What got to you was being reminded of your own failure. Regret. You don't know that feeling. You never have. Not even after Kira.
Sharon, what are you?
I hired the mercenaries with Khalid. I helped him kill Lashari. And I let the Naramis into the city. And still, you don't have the slightest idea who I am, do you?
Why, you were there. The night of 1,000 fires.
Yes. I survived your massacre. One of only a few.
Then you did not follow my son because you shared his ideals. You did it to get to me. What for, Yusna? Justice?
Justice. I am done with this world, Aranthio. I have been for a long time now. The only reason why I'm still here is a promise I made to someone. The promise that one day, I will be the one who takes everything from you.
Yusna, this is madness. Whatever you are planning to do, it will affect the whole world, not just me. If you want my death, why not just wait, damn it? Once we have lit the beacon, Korek will kill me. That way, All those innocent lives will be.
Just shut up! You take me for such a fool? As if there's anything in this world you would want more than to die a martyr! Theodore Aranthia, conqueror of the High Ones, savior of mankind. You like the sound of that, don't you? You like it so much. You know, at first, I was so frustrated with all the setbacks. When the Prophet saved Lashari's research in Aldrashengrad, and when Quarik's first attack on the city didn't succeed. But then I realized that all of this would be so much more gratifying than anything else I could do to you. Your final attempt, and so close to your target, only to fail by my hand.
You asked me once what my daughter's name was. Do you remember?
Yes, I beg you, please.
Lena. Her name was Lena.
No, that's impossible.
Et zut. On peut pas détruire les éthérés. Bon. C'est très gênant tout ça.
You fool. Miserable, selfish fool! You killed us all!
Impressive, Arachne. You really were close. A shame that you were too preoccupied with yourself to see it coming.
Beast! You damn beast! He was possessed from the start!
Oh no, Arathio. I'm afraid that is only half true. We reap, but you sowed. Of course we possessed him, but you did all the heavy lifting back in Kira, when you gave the order to massacre everyone dear to him, including his wife and his poor daughter. And so, it is a happy ending after all, isn't it? Without the Numinos, you have nothing to use the beacon's power on. And the only thing it is good for now is the destruction of your own beloved city. It will be a feast, and there will be nothing left of you once we've devoured you. Nothing but cold, gray flesh. It is just as we said. You have failed as you always have done. What is it, Aranthio? Lost your tongue?
No. No. I have not. Not at all. You have just presented me with a solution.
Are you deaf? There is no solution. The cleansing will happen, and you will all die.
Yes. Yes, we will. Your Messiah, the citizens of the city, the armies, we will all burn like the sun. And then it will be over.
You're fantasizing, Arathio. Without...
Ah. Il n'a pas fait dans la demi-mesure.
Not this time. Here we must go our separate ways. Believe me, I wish it were otherwise. But in your condition, you would just be a burden. And I cannot afford any risks. I'm sorry.
Mais qu'est-ce que vous racontez? Qu'est-ce que vous préparez?
The High Ones are right. We cannot use the beacon to banish them anymore. But do you remember what the Archmagister said? Without the Numinos, the beacon's energy would burst out without direction.
Oui, c'est la façon pour laquelle nous sommes allés chercher le Numinos. Il met la balise sans lui.
Cause a massive explosion, yes. And that is the only thing we can do for mankind now. Koarek was and is essential to the High One's plan. Whatever shape the actual cleansing takes, he wants to make sure it will happen. And we profit. We may have failed in breaking the cycle for ourselves, but not for the others.
Les autres?
The other people of this world. Araziel, Kira, Kile. They're affected by the cycle as much as Enderal. And I know that there must be people like us. People who have had the same dreams and feel what is about to happen. And if we kill Koarek and his armies, we buy these people time. Time to gather knowledge. Time to build a new beacon. And time to light it themselves.
Donc vous voulez faire sauter la balise, mais et la ville alors? Et tous les gens qui vont mourir?
Those whom the Nerimes have not yet massacred anyway, you mean? They will die, as you and I will. But they will do so for mankind's salvation. And this is something worth dying for. It is the only way, don't you see? Either we die here, rotting with the Pyreans, or we choose to give our death meaning by at least stopping this fanatic Koarek and his armies. The High Ones are a lot weaker than they pretend to be. I feel it. We were so close to destroying them. And I have faith in the others out there who will fight them. They will succeed where this scum Skyrim made us fail.
Quoi, vous perdez l'esprit? Nous ne pouvons pas connaître Enderal la mort pour un espoir incertain. Ces gens, ils vous font confiance à Enderal.
So, a shepherd cannot decide the fate of his sheep. What is this really about, Prophet? Your life? The life of this woman who's so dear to you? Now is not the time for arrogance and selfishness. All of this is about more than just us. That you fail to see this disappoints me, Prophet. I thought better of you than that. But it does not matter anymore. I've made my choice. I'm sorry.
Bon, je vais mourir. La purge va se produire. Super.
It all begins with the dreams. Breathe.
Elle a fait quoi, la femme volée, elle a fait quoi, là? Elle m'a aidé? D'accord. Enquêter sur le portail. Alors, que dit la quête? Alors, nous avons un choix. Donc en fait, Arantheal a tué la famille de Skyrim. C'est pour ça en fait qu'il s'est vengé en voulant détruire le monde.
Enter the mind of a High One? I hope you're joking.
Ok. Bon.
This was their last stand. They are afraid of us. I feel it. You've killed us! You've killed us all! You have just shown me the solution.
Bon. Et je peux pas chercher, d'accord. Donc, enquêter sur le portail, ça c'est fait. Bon. Ok. Terre de niveau. Ouais, je suis bientôt à la fin, mais je pense pas que ça va être vraiment le coup. Ah. Non, ça vaut pas trop le coup de s'y attarder dessus. Donc j'avais pas quelque chose pour me régénérer en magie. Ça, vous avez dû le remarquer, mais j'étais vraiment mauvais en magie. Hein. Ouais, je prends de ça, limite. Hein. Ouais, de ça. Mais où suis-je? Quel est ce lieu? Quel est cet endroit? C'est quoi ça? Attendez, je sais pas du tout si vous voyez, mais il y a une espèce de corps là, de machine, qui est là depuis beaucoup d'années parce qu'il y a des stalactites derrière là. Vous les voyez là? Les pics de glace ils sont énormes là. Et là, que se passe-t-il? Ok. Bon. Là, la musique a changé. Hein. Attends, je peux m'enregistrer parce que bon, c'est inquiétant tout ça.
No. This is impossible.
Quoi, ça s'est réveillé tout ça? Qui êtes-vous? Quel est cet endroit?
Why are you here? Be gone, Phantom. Be gone and leave me to my slumber.
Un fantôme fichtre, mais de quoi vous parlez? Que signifie tout ça?
Then this isn't a dream. You really are here. But why? The prophet dies when the Emperor leaves him. This is the course of the game. It has always been so. Explain yourself. How did you find this place? And why do you still exist?
La femme volée, elle m'a guéri et a ouvert un portail.
Her? But why? She does not have a mind. She does not have feelings. So why should she do this? But still you speak the truth. I can feel it. Then could it really be that the unlikeliest of all eventualities has become reality and brought you here?
Je ne sais pas de quoi vous parlez. Qui êtes-vous? Qu'êtes-vous?
I am sorry. It's been too long since I've spoken to anyone. I have had many names. The Arcarians called me the God of Death. The Moonskin people, the Warden of Dreams. The Pyreans, the Demon of the Deep. For your people I am, or was, the Black Guardian. Pompous names, I know. However, I am none of these, neither god nor demon. I am only an eye, condemned to observe again and again.
Vous connaissiez les Pyréens? Parlez Dieu. Mais quel âge vous avez?
Does you measure time? Older than your most daring chronicles go back, by far. I have seen them all, since our people fell. Every civilization, every cleansing, every turn of the cycle.
Donc vous avez survécu à la purge de votre civilisation. Êtes-vous l'un des anciens astrolins?
What? No. The Starlings came long after me. I was only a fool who wanted to save his own skin at any cost. I knew the cleansing would come. I had known it long before the Red Madness and the war started. But I also knew that fighting it as my people did, and as most do, was pointless. So I looked for another way to prevail. And I found it. What you see here is the result. The Goliath, as I like to call it back then.
Alors, le God, qu'est-ce que c'est exactement? Alors, vous aviez prévu de suivre votre propre peuple, dans quel but? Vivre dans un monde mort? Mais votre plan a bien fonctionné. Vous avez construit cette machine, fusionné avec, et il serait qu'à la purge.
As the only one of my people, yes. But it happened faster than it should have. And when the cleansing occurred, the Goliath was not yet finished. And as the Emperor unleashed the light, I had no choice but to complete the joining too early. A fatal error, as it turned out. I did survive, yes. But I am trapped inside this unfinished machine. And ever since then, all I can do is watch. Again and again.
Nous n'avons pas encore perdu, le triomphe des éthérés dépend de ce qui se passera après quand Théal aura fait exploser la balise.
No, you do not understand. You are stumbling through the fog, even now that it is almost over. By themselves, the High Ones are not the problem. If we would just see them as they really are, they would become powerless.
Impuissant?
Yes. It is hard to put into words. I myself do not know everything about the High Ones. Only that they are part of something we call the cycle. The civilization arises and blossoms, and then, always at the same stage of their development, the High Ones appear, and with them, the Red Madness. People start losing their minds, wars erupt, and chaos rules. Until 2 or 3 years later, the cleansing happens. The moment when the High Ones devour the collective consciousness, the gathered minds of this civilization, to give birth to a new one of their own. Despite all of this, nobody knows what drives them. Perhaps they act out of malice, out of an urge to survive, or perhaps they do not even have a will of their own, but are like a force of nature. But I do know one thing, as powerful as they might be, it is mankind who gives them that power. We make them into what they are, because what nobody understands is simply this. The High Ones feed on what humanity has the most of, their ego, greed, pride, fear, and their everlasting search for an enemy who is responsible for all their misery. It is those traits the High Ones make use of. These characteristics are what make us human. And by themselves, they are harmless. Only when we bury them, when we deny them, then they play into the High One's hands. So why is this, you ask? It is simple. The High Ones alone cannot make the cleansing happen. Only a human can. With the beacon, my knowledge about it is as limited as my knowledge about the cycle. It has existed since the beginning of time, and despite what you might now believe, the ancient writings about it are true. Lit by the ones who carry the Numenos, it can banish the High Ones once and for all. But it can also destroy us. Because what happens when it is lit without a core is far more than an explosion. It is the cleansing, the triumph of the High Ones. And even as we speak, a human, Tialor Orinthiol, has done it again. A bright light will appear from the heart of the machine and open a hole in the sky. And within hours, it will spread throughout the world, and they will all feel it. A fire that burns them from within. A white light which will break through their flesh. Do you understand now? The High Ones have no power. Oh, they do. is to feed on our weaknesses, manipulate us into bringing about our own destruction. It is we who forge the sword that kills us, we who lead them to their victory, even though the key to salvation has always been in our hands. But instead of realizing our folly, we make the same mistake. We repeat the same fate over and over, and only because we refuse to see the truth. Yes, the High Ones are our enemy, but who wants to hear that it is our ego, that dark voice within us, that empowers them? It is so ironic. The moment we would realize all this would be the moment it all came to an end. But we do not.
Je vous ai dit que c'était très intense par rapport à Skyrim, ça n'a rien à voir. Là, c'est limite, j'ai presque la larme à l'œil gauche.
They reap, we sow. Dreams, thoughts, visions, they are everywhere. But the principle is always the same. They throw a tainted seed into a fertile ground. The rest happens by itself.
Alors, cela signifie qu'Arantheal vient de juste déclencher la purge, il a signé l'arrêt de mort de toute
Like
l'humanité.
a thousand others before him, the High Ones knew exactly what they had to do to get him to commit this last act of desperation. They played him with his weaknesses and fears, like a figure on a chessboard. And the saddest part is that until the very end, he will believe that he has done something good.
Parce qu'il ne voulait pas accepter l'échec, peu importe le prix.
That was his greatest fear, yes. To be remembered as a failure, a broken man. That was the stream the High Ones manipulated him from the moment he died, after attempting to flee from his prison on Skyrim.
Dès le moment où il est mort, que voulez-vous dire? Attends. Ah. T'es alors Arantheal, il est mort? Et comment c'est possible?
The real Orinthiol, he is dead, Prophet. He is a fleshless one of the mightiest tools of the High Ones. Just as you are.
Attends, quoi, je suis mort? Mais c'est quoi ce délire? Comment je serais? Alors pourquoi je bougerais? Je suis mort? Mais alors c'est quoi, une illusion?
I wish it were. The methods of how the High Ones influence us are plentiful, and the red madness and their ability to enter our dreams are not their only means. Their mightiest tool is the creation of projections, fleshless ones, or emissaries, as they are also called. If a person dies, and if this person has one last unfulfilled wish, a compulsion, then the High Ones have the power to create a projection of him, an immaterial image of the deceased, which thinks itself real and is perceived as such. What no one notices, not even the projection itself, are two things. Firstly, it is driven by this last unfulfilled desire. Secondly, it becomes an idealized version of its former self, almost tailor-made to free itself from the last compulsion, that ultimate scourge. The daughters of fishermen become warriors. Broken generals become charismatic and driven leaders who seem almost too determined to be real. You are one of these projections, as are all of the emissaries. You are a fleshless one, a spirit searching for liberation from something. I do not know your past before you came to this land. Because before you became the prophet, you were insignificant. But what happened to you and your friend on that ship? You never survived it. You drowned in the Red Sea. And in that very moment, the High Ones entered your mind and made you into what you are today. And other than myself, the High Ones knew your compulsion, knew the desire that drove you. Whatever it was, it made you predictable, and it allowed them to play you, just as they played Arinthiel and Korak. Do you see it now? Every dream the High Ones sent you, every time they appeared to you, they all had but a single purpose: to feed your self-image, to push you in a certain direction. They wanted you to play the game for their purposes, and they succeeded. You read the echo of the future, as other prophets did before you. You helped Arinthiel reconstruct the beacon, and led him to the Numinos. When he saw that it would be taken away from him at the very last instant, his fear of failure led him into doing what he did. You are not to blame, Prophet. You did what countless others did before you, and you did it because you thought it was the right thing to do. Only one thing is different. In all the time I have been here, never before did a projection realize its own nature. You were meant to dissolve like the rest of mankind. Yet, here you stand, and I tell you the truth. This was never meant to happen.
Peut-être qu'il y a moyen... Peut-être qu'il y a-t-il une raison à tout ça, peut-être que nous pouvons encore arrêter la purge.
Oh, stop it. No, it is too late for that. By the name of the sun, it is so ironic that the veiled woman did not lead you here earlier. It is over, Prophet. You are strong, but regardless of how long your power can protect you from the light of the cleansing, eventually you will dissolve too. Even if... Wait. No. Maybe. Maybe you are right. Maybe there is a way.
Quel moyen?
But no. It would be pointless.
Qu'est-ce qui serait inutile? Pourquoi?
Forgive me, I have to think. Yes, there could be a way. What I told you is true. Here on Earth you would not survive the cleansing. But there is one place where you could. The Star City. I know that you brought something back from your journey there. The escape pods. And I know that they can also take you back there. For I have seen the Yalam Rashe, the ancient starlings, do so. Whatever has protected the city over all these millennia, it would protect you too. Yes, you could survive it. By the face of time, you could.
Vous voulez que je fuis, mais à quelle fin? Ça ne sera pas la purge?
No, it would not. But that is irrelevant. You are fleshless, a projection. And just like me, time cannot touch you. Age cannot kill you, and thus you could succeed where I have failed. You could wait for the cleansing to be over, and then create a new humanity.
Faire quoi? Créer une nouvelle humanité?
Create a new humanity. It is only a matter of time until the new turn of the cycle starts. New life will come forth. First, simple life, then human. And just like the civilizations before them, they will also fall victim to the High Ones because they will have the same weaknesses as we do. But not with your help. You could be a god to them. You could guide their ascent. You could shape a mankind free of egos and weaknesses. And by doing so, you would deprive the High Ones of their power. Just imagine, in this new world, there would be no need for a beacon, because the High Ones simply would not have any strings to pull on. Mankind will defeat them by becoming superior.
En vrai, il a raison, parce que si jamais je laisse les gens en vie, ils risquent de refaire les mêmes bêtises, ouais. C'est pas gaieté de cœur, ouais. J'aime pas ça, mais peut-être que vous avez raison. Peut-être qu'un nouveau départ pourrait faire en sorte que les choses tournent différemment.
It means a lot to me to hear you say that. What is important now is that we act quickly. The cleansing is already happening, and you will not have much time left to flee. You must go through the portal and then back to the temple. Then you have to activate the pods, and the rest will happen automatically. When all this is over, I will try to reach out to you.
Bien, alors c'est le moment. Je vais essayer de revenir au temple.
Yes, and hurry. You will feel the light as soon as you are back on the surface. And given time, it will consume you. But you will succeed. I feel it. There is one more thing I need to ask of you, however. One final request. I want you to shut me down.
Vous êtes vous voulez dire vous tuer?
Yes. I want to finally rest. Please do not try to convince me to do otherwise. All that. I do not want to be a part of it any longer. I have not wanted to for a long, long time. Please, do it. The switch is in front of you. That was how I connected myself to the Goliath. It will cut the connection as well. Do it, and then go. Go and fulfill your fate. Thank you.
Eh, que se passe-t-il? Mais pourquoi je suis comme ça? Eh!
Forgive me. The two of us will now exchange places. I am sorry for the deception. And if there were another way, I would not do this. Even though you made the right choice, you are too naive to become a true god. What do you know? What have you seen? You are but a toddler in the face of time. I, however, know mankind better than anyone else, and I deserve it. Once this is all over, I will send someone to free you from the Goliath. But until then...
Attends. Je remets la lumière.
In the name of the sun, are you alright? I was so worried when...
Miserable fool! I would have kept my word, but if you want to play games, fine! I have had enough time to practice!
Ok, tu veux t'entraîner? Pas de problème.
Oh, Kirosh.
This is mine, and I will take what I deserve!
Zut. Eh, oh. Ah, celui-là. Attends. Oula, oula, oula. C'est sérieux ça? Putain, il m'a mis de sacrés dégâts lui, hein.
Oh, damn it, not again. Don't let that glowing thing reach you. Oh.
Pardon.
Now, attack the generators.
Zut.
Doesn't look good. Get away from the rooms. Open the guys. Get away from its face now. Oh, damn it, not again. Don't let that thing reach you.
Attends. Attends. C'est terminé.
No! No! What have you done?
C'est terminé. Ouf. Enfin. Je peux lui parler à Kalia.
I suppose the explanations will have to wait.
Oui, je vais compter sur le chemin du retour du mieux que je le peux. Mais maintenant, nous devons retourner au temple. La purge est là en cours en ce moment même.
I had a feeling that might be the case. Go on ahead. I will follow. I had assumed as much. Yuslan and he didn't even try to help me after that dragon attacked us. I was lucky to find another way in, otherwise I would never have found you. And you are...
Qu'y a-t-il?
My head, it feels as if it's on fire. This must be the cleansing. If this is how it feels down here, then fate have mercy on those who are on the surface. Don't you feel anything?
À peine, c'est sourd en quelque sorte.
Then the Black Guardian was right, wasn't he? What you are, your fleshlessness, it protects you. Kirash, I just don't understand. You are here, standing right before me, and I can see you. How is that possible? Could you really be an illusion?
Je ne sais pas, mais c'est la vérité. Tout fait sens maintenant. Ce que l'ancien dit de moi et mon cadavre dans le temple vivant.
I suppose so. So, what now? Your decision, is it final?
Le gardien noir avait raison, nous devons fuir. Même si nous pouvions sauver les survivants, il ne ferait que répéter notre destin.
I understand. Then, in a few hours' time, the two of us will be the only survivors of mankind. That sounds so unreal. You have to prepare the escape pods. I will wait for your signal. Then we must move quickly. Even down here, this burning gets worse by the minute. I can't imagine how it will be that close to the beacon. Be careful, Saira. We can't afford any mistakes.
Ouais, effectivement. Commencer le merde. Ouais, en fait, il avait raison, le gardien noir. Malgré le fait qu'il nous fait un petit coup dans le dos juste après. Mais bon, il a raison sur ce point-là. Oh mon Dieu. Tout ça. Quelle horreur. Aïe 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 aïe. Obligé de s'enfuir. C'est comme ça. Pour construire une nouvelle humanité. Bon. Oh pardon, excuse-moi. Là j'ai appelé Kalia.
Quickly, get us out of here.
Les fameuses capsules de... il s'appelle de Kurmai, qu'on avait trouvé dans le Surail, donc dans l'atelier. On va pas tant qu'il retourner. Par contre, j'espère qu'il n'y aura pas de machines qui vont essayer de nous attaquer. Hein. Je vous le dis à l'avance, hein, parce que sinon, ça risque de pas le faire. La dernière fois, il y avait des machines, ouais, c'est pour ça. Ouais, c'est pour ça. Ok, on va essayer de nous tuer, donc bon. Ah, c'est joyeux tout ça. Ah, je vous ai dit, hein. C'est beaucoup plus mélancolique que Skyrim, oui. C'est sûr. Mais on va essayer d'en parler davantage après. Je pense que de toute manière, là, c'est la toute fin du jeu, donc... si jamais ils ont fait un générique, on va pouvoir en parler. Oui. Quelle tristesse. Mais bon. Au moins, ça s'est terminé dans un semi-happy end. Vous me le direz après avoir... ceux qui ont regardé la vidéo, vous me le direz après. Car franchement, je sais pas si vous voulez vraiment que je joue au jeu. Hein, qu'on fasse vraiment l'esprit du jeu, donc on verra. Et normalement, c'est bon. Bonjour Kalia.
Hey,
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Comment sommes-nous arrivés ici?
I don't know. When I woke up, we were here. You were still unconscious, so I thought it would be wise to let you rest a little. Just look at that. From here, it all seems so peaceful, untouched, as if all that has happened was nothing but a bad dream. I guess, as far as the world is concerned, it doesn't make a difference whether we live or die.
Peut-être pas, et maintenant.
Now it's up to us.
Oui, effectivement. C'est terminé. Donc c'est le travail de la confrérie des traducteurs a vraiment été pas mal, hein. Je vous le dis sincèrement. Non, franchement, ce jeu-là, c'est autre chose que Skyrim, je vous le dis, hein. C'est... Après, attention, si vous voulez que je vous propose une série vidéo du jeu, depuis le début, je peux le faire, hein. Mais quand, je ne sais pas. Bon. Après ça, je dois regarder quelque chose de comique, histoire de passer un bon moment. Donc ça, si vous avez Skyrim de base, Space Edition installé, vous téléchargez le mode, vous l'installez, c'est 100% gratuit. Si vous préférez. C'est aussi simple que ça. Je sens que j'ai écouté les... Je vais regarder les vidéos d'amis de Strasbourg. Hein. Ce sera plus marrant déjà. Que ce jeu-là. Bon. Alors, c'est marqué quoi? Attends. Que votre marche soit bénie. Merci beaucoup de rejoindre Enderal. Ok. Bon. C'est un jeu qui est vraiment très étrange. Je le conçois. Mais qui est surtout à une âme. C'est ça qui est beau dans ce genre de jeu vidéo là. Donc, je vous le dis sincèrement. C'est très clairement le jeu que j'ai le plus apprécié, auquel j'ai pu jouer. Pour moi, je le mets au même groupe que Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction et Skyrim. Voire un peu plus. Parce que l'histoire n'a rien à voir avec ces deux jeux-là et que c'est vraiment quelque chose. Donc, j'espère que ça vous a plu surtout. Donc, je vous fais de gros bisous. Et je vous dis à la prochaine. Ciao. Et lors du prochain SP, nous allons continuer Skyrim, Hogwarts Legacy et PES 2019 que j'ai malheureusement dû laisser tomber pour terminer ce jeu-là. Je vous fais des gros bisous, à la prochaine, ciao.